Trying to find your way through all the neurodiversity resources out there, it can be a lot. That's why today we're going to break down this incredible guide from the Minnesota Tamil Sangam. It's designed to give families a really clear path forward. Let's dive in and see what makes it so special.
And right off the bat, you need to know this isn't just some random list of links. This is a guide that's been built by and for the Minnesota Tamil Sangam community. It's a collection of shared knowledge, of real support, all tailored to help families find exactly what they need right here at home.
And honestly, this is the perfect way to think about it. A compass doesn't just give you a laundry list of places, right? It gives you direction. It helps you understand where you are and, more importantly, how to get where you want to go. This guide really transforms a search for information into a guided journey.
All right, so here's our map for today's explainer. We're going to start with Finding Your True North, which is all about foundational support. Then we'll check out some expert guidebooks. After that, we'll explore the community map of events, look at some adventures beyond the everyday, and wrap up with your MNTS connection point. Okay, first things first. Every journey needs a starting point, right? A true north. And for so many families, that all begins with securing the essential state funding and healthcare. These are the cornerstones that really make everything else possible. So let's break down these two really crucial but very different programs. On the left, you've got Medical Assistance, or MA. That's Minnesota's biggest healthcare program. It covers a really broad range of people. Then, on the right, the DD waiver is much more specific. It's all about funding for services at home and in the community for people who have a developmental disability diagnosis. Getting the difference between these two is a huge first step. Okay, so once you have that foundational support locked in, what's next? Well, now you need some really good guidebooks to help you navigate the path ahead. And that's exactly where these expert resource portals come into play. Think of them as your specialists in the field. And what's cool is they each offer a different kind of expertise. You can think of the Minnesota Autism Resource Portal as your official state encyclopedia. It's that central hub. Then there's AUSM, the Autism Society of Minnesota, which is all about community, education, and that hands-on support. And for practical help with advocacy and even technology, the Pacer Center is just an invaluable resource for parents. All right, we've got our foundations, we've got our guidebooks. Now for the fun part. It's time to actually explore the community map. This is where the journey really comes alive, with all sorts of local events that are designed to be welcoming and sensory-friendly for everyone. I mean, just take a look at this sample calendar from January 2026. This isn't just one or two things scattered around. This is a packed schedule. You've got museums, art centers, educational webinars from AUSM, and even a hands-on tech workshop for teens. It really shows just how rich this community is, with opportunities to get out and have some fun. And you know what makes planning a million times easier? Knowing what's happening on a regular basis. The guide lays out all these recurring sensory-friendly events. So, the first Sunday of the month, that's always the Science Museum. Every Saturday morning, there's a show at the Stages Theater Company. This kind of predictable schedule is an absolute game changer for family outings. So what about those bigger adventures? The things beyond the everyday routine? Well, the guide points us to some really amazing specialized programs that open up whole new worlds in areas like travel and sports. Okay, this Navigating MSP program is just a brilliant idea. Let's be real, the airport can be an incredibly stressful place. What this program does is let families do a full practice run, from checking in to boarding a plane, all in a calm, controlled setting. It's all about building that confidence and dialing down the anxiety way before the actual travel day. And hey, for all the athletes in the family, you have to check out Special Olympics Minnesota. They have amazing opportunities. It starts super early with the Young Athletes program for kids as young as 2, and then it continues with all kinds of seasonal sports. Right now, that could be a team sport like poly hockey, or an individual one like powerlifting. There's truly something for everyone. Wow, okay, we have covered a ton of ground here, haven't we? From state funding all the way to sports. But none of this great info matters if you can't actually plug into the network. So this last part is maybe the most important: how to get in touch and make that direct connection. So after seeing everything that's out there, all these resources and opportunities, the question is pretty simple, isn't it? Are you ready to take that next step on your journey? All right, this right here, this email address is your key. It's your direct line to the MNTS Neurodiversity team. If you have questions, if you need a little guidance, or maybe you just want to connect with other families, this is where you start. So with this amazing community compass in your hands, the path forward is so much clearer.
the journey feels a lot less overwhelming, which really only leaves one question for you to answer. What will you explore first?